All right, guys. This is probably going to be a bit of a quick one, but it's another unboxing, and let me just get this sorted, just in case anybody comments, so I can see. It's just so well. I wish there was a way I could do this so much better. Why can't they just incorporate the chats on the comments in the actual toolbox? But anyway. Life's too short to worry about that sort of stuff. But yeah, anyway, so a live unboxing. I like doing them this way because it seems I get a few more views when I do live videos, and if someone's kind enough to send me a box of some sort of any sort of package or gift, then I'd like to, you know, return the favor, do it live, and hopefully it gets whoever's name out there. So do I actually have, no, of course I didn't have everything, did I? But I've got that nice little box here, and I know it's off, you can tell by the title, all the links are in the description box. But this is a box that was kindly sent to me by the absolutely fantastic boys over at Yankee Kraut. Basically, Brian from the brewery got in touch with me fairly recently and said, listen, just give me your address and we want to send you something over. So posted it on it was either Thursday or Friday, and it arrived today on a Tuesday. So yeah, that's quite a quick turnaround, especially with Christmas coming up in pretty much, well, it is a week away. So yeah, one of the many things that I miss about Germany is the actual efficiency with mail. So yeah, they sent over a box. Came today, came a couple of hours ago. And I have opened it already because I know what's inside there. But I don't know what's inside there, if that makes sense. But I just wanted to make sure that there was no damage to the box. Make sure I'm not showing my address. No, so they sent me a nice little box over with some beers in, and they of course sent over a note. So beer goggles, beer me tasting, I'll have to look into that. I'm going to read you what it actually says on the postcard before I read the actual text on the postcard. So Maine is home to more than 20 microbreweries and counting, with so many styles of beer. It's no surprise that you want to try them all, just not all at once. Beer Maine. So I'm guessing that's because Brian is from the States, hence why the brewery is called Yankee und Kraut, an American and a German. So is that where he's based? I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's read what the actual postcard says. It says, yo man, super sucks that you aren't in Bavaria anymore, but let us know when you'll be heading back to visit so we can catch up over 1 to 2 or 12 beers. Happy to do that. Should actually potentially be coming over for the Regensburg Craft Beer Festival next year, because I don't want to miss it. I've been to the first 3, and I'd hate to just even miss 1 year out, because it's been an absolutely fantastic event, and seeing it grow and just the people there. And that's why I actually got to meet both Bryan and Max from the brewery. We had a nice little discussion. And yeah, I think you already know by now, if you're a regular viewer, that I'm a big fan of the brewery. They are, to me, the most exciting and personally my favorite German-based brewery. And I think I even voted them for like best, even though they got awards last year from Rate Beer and stuff. I think I class them as like my favorite new brewery of 2017 and the Golden Pint thing that we did. I can't really remember. There have been quite a few additions to that since I've uploaded, well, since I was involved in the live chat, and of course the separate video that I uploaded. But yeah, 1, 2 or 12 beers sounds good to me. Here is a little care package to get you through the holidays. Wishing you nothing but the best, and remember, never change. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year as well. Your friends, Yankee und Kraut, Bryan and Max. So yeah, big shout out to you guys. Big love to those guys as well. And I think the beers are slowly starting to make their way around different parts of the world. I think they've done like a few tap takeovers and things like that, because I know they've had a little bit of a presence in Australia, which is always great to hear. It's always good to hear of just craft breweries getting out there in general, but when it's from, you know, Germany's craft brewing scene is just off the fucking chain. You know, I got to experience it firsthand while I was over in Germany. And yeah, Yankee Kraut are one of the leading ones in my opinion. So a nice little postcard. Got Craig in the comments, Kent Beer Review, saying hey guys. All right, Craig, how you doing, my friend? So yeah, let's get this on the road and see what they have sent us. So I think there are 6 beers in here. So let's have a look. So first up, we have the Transfusion, which I have reviewed before, and will be putting my Yankee Kraut playlist in the description if anybody's interested in seeing my thoughts, opinions on some of these beers. And yeah, very happy to revisit some of what I thought was some of the best craft beers that I've had since being in Germany. And I think I've pretty much rated all of them 8 out of 10 plus. So it's really nice to revisit them. And, you know, a week before Christmas, I've got a good chunk of my Christmas beers sorted here. So, yeah, fantastic artwork as usual from Paul Grabowski. I have got that right, haven't I? I'm terrible. Yeah, Paul Grabowski. I'll put his links down below. But yeah, Transfusion. I think that was like a hoppy lager, if I remember correctly. It's been quite a while. Next up, and I think Craig will recognise this one. This is the Appetizer. Completely, absolutely butchered that pronunciation. But this was an IPA, from what I remember. Very, very solid beer indeed. Fantastic artwork once again. So looking forward to revisiting that one, because I think some of the beers they've done, the recipes have changed. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. Then next up, we've got one that I've not had before. So very, very excited to try new Yankee Kraut beers. And this is brewed in collaboration with the best craft beer Helles lager brewer. Worded that better. Tillman's. Seriously, you know I love traditional like German Helles beers, lagers in general, and the Tillman's lager, the Helles that he does, is just phenomenal. I think James from Rampant Line Beer Reviews has reviewed that one. So look that up. So yeah, this is a collaboration, and this is the Sidekick Imperial Stout. Look at that. Fantastic artwork. This is clocking in at, is that 9% ABV? And artwork on this one comes from Revs or Ray's JBCB. So I shall add information in the description box down below. So if you want to check the artist out, it's got sort of like a street art look to it. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get that label off. Oh yeah, a nice Imperial Stout. I do enjoy a good Imperial Stout. So yeah, very, very excited to try that one. Really, really am. Next up, got another bottle of it. Oh yes. So I can hopefully keep hold of one for a few years. But we all know that that's not going to happen, because I'll probably just end up drinking it anyway. But yeah, 2 Imperial Stouts. I don't think I've had a German brewed Impy Stout for even like quite a bit before I left Germany. So to get a couple of those, fantastic stuff. Look out for a review of that over the next few months. Then we've got Eden, their Pale Ale, which absolutely beautiful beer. And very, very much looking forward to revisiting that one, because I remember absolutely loving this. I think I even gave it like a 10 out of 10 when I reviewed it. And once again, beautiful artwork from Paul Grabowski. Just noticed that I got a comment, but I've got one more beer to show, and then I'll get onto the comments again. But yeah, fantastic stuff. And then last but by no means least, we've got the first Yankee Kraut beer. Let me just make sure that there's no little bits and bobs in the box. Oh, it's always a bitch when you see that there's stuff already in there. Nope. All good. Another box for a potential beer mail in the future. But yeah, this was the first beer that I had from these guys. and I remember absolutely loving it. It's an IPL from what I remember, clocking in at 7.5%. I'll read through the ABVs in a minute, which I've got to do so. And yeah, you know my thoughts, opinions on a lot of these hoppy lagers, but when you state that it's an IPL, I know what I'm going to expect. I hate that when you just get a beer, a craft beer, it doesn't matter which country it's from. And they always like say, oh, it's our lager, it's our craft lager. You drink it, it just tastes like a really weak-bodied pale ale or IPA. But when they do it right, it's such a beautiful style. And yeah, I remember being really, really impressed with this. And just look at that artwork once again. Fantastic stuff. I'd love prints of these. Just beautiful artwork from Paul Grabowski. Very, very impressed. So yeah, those are the beers that the guys kindly sent over to me. Very, very much appreciated. You'll have to forgive me because I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. So I'm not as animated. Well, am I really animated anyway? I don't know. But yeah, so we've got the Hopulence and IPL clocking in at 7.5%. Then we've got the Eden Pale Ale, which is clocking in at 5.5%. Then we have the Transfusion, which is clocking in at 4.4%. I'm sure when I was back in Germany, Jeannie even told me how to pronounce this, but I can't remember. 6.8% for the IPA. And then the stars of the box, because I'm just so excited to try these. I've seen them posted online. 2 bottles of the Sidekick Imperial Stout at 9% ABV. Oh yes, definitely looking forward to trying all of them, like I said, but those MP stouts, very, very excited. So I'll quickly read the last comment before I shut this video off. You need to do a vlog for taking labels off bottles. I shall do that. I shall do that as part of the Clueless Crafts series that I did. Well, I've just done one episode where I was documenting how I made those frames. I want to make more of that. I loved making that, and I think it looks proper smart actually. So I'd love to make a few different sizes and put them at the backdrop. But yeah, Craig, I'll definitely be doing that video. So yeah, that's it, guys. Just want to keep it short and sweet this time because I don't want to ramble on for too long. As always, check out the wonderful people who are kind enough to send me over some beers. Yankee Kraut, Bryan and Max. Fantastic brewery. I can't stress enough that if you come across any of their beers, try them, because I'm pretty sure that you're guaranteed to like them. Definitely one of the German craft breweries to look out for, and it helps that they're run by 2 fucking awesome people. That's always a bonus when the people making the beer are just as cool, if not cooler, than the beers themselves. So yeah, very, very excited to revisit those beers. Very, very, very excited to try the MP Stouts, and it seriously, it means a hell of a lot that you guys sent over these beers. And yeah, next time I'm in Germany, we shall definitely consume some alcohol. And yeah, I'm really missing the scene, and just because we get some German craft beers in the UK, but it's predominantly more the macro traditional stuff, which is fine by me because, you know, Augustiner Hell is. I think you can make a yearly drinking game of how many times I mention the beer Augustiner Lager Beer Hell, because I just think it's beautiful, and that's what I love about the German scene, is the old and the new. You've got the traditional blueprint, these, you know, well-established, adored local breweries, family-run breweries, and some more industrial, macro-owned, but still pump out quality products. And then you've got this, like, is renaissance the right word, of craft brewers? You know, Yankee Kraut, Pirate Brew Berlin, Freigeist Bierkultur, Sebastian, one of, like, to me, the true pioneers of German craft beer. And then you've got like Tillmans, Orkabräu, Camber Bavaria, who have that balance of old and new, Ranebräu, probably the best family-owned brewery getting into the craft beer scene. And again, Alois and Steffi who own it are just beautiful people. And yeah, so many great things happening in the German craft beer scene. And that's why it doesn't matter if it's a style that you're bored of, give it a go, especially these German craft breweries, because they're just producing so many great beers. And, you know, I'm going to put my both German playlists. I've got the craft beer and the just all around German playlist. Going to put the Yankee Kraut playlist as well as their social media links. Of course, Paul Grabowski's link, as well as I'll pronounce it properly in the description box. But Ray's JCB, you can't really see that, can you? I don't know how you pronounce it, but just look at our work. I love that. So yeah, I said I was going to keep it short and sweet, but I'm waffling on now. So massive thank you to Max and Bryan. Throat's starting to dry up now. I'll of course have messaged them to tell them that the beer's got here safe and post all this on the Instagram, Twitter, and the usual places. It seriously does mean a hell of a lot, and there are loads of people back in Germany who I miss considerably. And yeah, just the craft beer scene in general, just beautiful stuff. Take a trip over to Germany. You know, get yourself some cheap flights, get a cheap Airbnb over the weekend, and just indulge yourself in the German craft brewing scene, because I think you guys watching this both live and on the upload after this is finished streaming, I think you're in for a really nice treat, because there's some fantastic beers, fantastic brewers, and there's no like snobbish, there's no real like elitism, but at the same time there's no real backwards thinking. There's like room for both of those mentalities, I suppose. And at the end of the day, if someone produces a good beer, you should support that. It doesn't matter if it's macro, micro, a beer brewed in someone's back garden, or a beer that's, you know, being brewed by robots. If it's good, then keep drinking it and never let people. I'm going off tangent here. So yeah, massive thank you for watching. If you've got any comments or opinions on the brewery, then feel free to post them down below. And of course, if you want to check out reviews of the beers mentioned in this video, then that Yankee Kraut playlist is down below. Anyway, you should potentially be seeing a live review of the Jack Daniels Tennessee Cider up against the Tony Howard's Homebrew, but I couldn't really do it this weekend because I was feeling a bit shit. Feeling a little bit better now, but I think we'll be doing that on Wednesday, myself and Dean. Another thing coming up on the 22nd is the Good Beer Show. I forgot the name of it, with my good friends Jaco, because it's up on his channel, Craig, Cat Beer Reviews in the comments, and of course Hop Scene. So check that out, and you get yourself a nice little discount by watching it as well. So I'll put that link down below. So yeah, just loads of information in the description box. Anyway, I'm going to go off now because I need something to drink to lubricate my throat, because it's a little bit dry. And yeah, thank you all. And I look forward to seeing you this Wednesday. Well, tomorrow. Shit. I forgot it was tomorrow. Anyway, see you later, guys.